name is Fabrizio Poli and welcome back to another episode of Tireless Wings TV. And today we're going to talk about the US presidential election, which is finally over. Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States. Against all odds, he managed to beat the mainstream media, Hillary Clinton and all the so-called experts which said all the way along that he would never be president of the United States, and he's managed to pull it off. Now, my question here, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, how did he do this? What can I learn as an entrepreneur? What can you learn as an entrepreneur and a business person about how Donald Trump managed to win this? Now, over the last 30 years, I've been following Donald Trump. I've read this book, The Art of the Deal. I've read this book about thinking big and many other books that he has written. I've watched him on The Apprentice, but above all, I've interacted and done business with people that know the Trump family personally. Now, what have I learned as I've interacted with the Trump philosophies and learned a bit about them? What I've learned is that there's two reasons why they have been successful. Number one, Donald Trump surrounds himself with good people. He knows how to create a winning team, a smart team, a team made up of smart people. And the second thing is these smart people are very good at their marketing and their branding. And this is really, really key. So what has happened here, and as I observed Brexit happen here in the UK, I noticed that the real game wasn't being played in the newspapers, the magazines, or on TV. The real game was being played across social media. And I thought to myself, whoever plays the social media game the best will actually win this referendum. And so Brexit won. And the UK is now leaving the European Union. Well, Donald Trump, same situation. Donald Trump's team of smart people understood this. From a marketing perspective, they needed to get out there and embrace social media and use social media. So what they did is they used social media to gather people at these rallies in thousands, and then they encouraged the people at the rallies to share their posts on social media to get even more people to follow and tune into the message. Today we live in a world where if anybody does watch TV, probably they're going to watch a reality TV show like X Factor, America's Got Talent, The Apprentice, Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, Survivor. What is the common denominator of all these shows is that the shows feature real people. Now, some of these real people are not very clever. Some of these real people are very smart people, okay? And they're people like you and I that are featured on reality TV, and they then create an audience, and more people follow them. Well, Donald Trump understands this, having created The Apprentice, which is a reality TV show, and having used this to sort of boost himself up over the years. So the same strategy was used to win the US election. So what can we learn as business people? We can learn that social media is key. So advertising in magazines or on TV maybe is not the thing to do these days. You have to get onto social media. You have to get onto LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, you need to be there. The next thing that Donald Trump used, as well as social media, to win this election were private jets. Now, in the last week, what he did is he managed to do 6 events in 6 different cities. How did he do that? He did that because he has private jets, and he uses private jets, and he's been doing this for a number of years. Now, I know some of you are thinking, yes, he's got a private jet so he can sort of shove his wealth in people's faces. No, Donald Trump understands that private jet is a business tool. How on earth do you think he got into 6 different cities in one day? By using the business jet as a business tool. Most people didn't know how he even got there. So it's not the luxury of the jet, it's the tool. It's the speed that the private jet gives you. So speed is the currency of the 21st century, and the private jet gives you that speed. Social media, the internet gives you speed, and then you get to a certain point where you need to visit with these people in person, and that's where the private jet comes into play. Some of you have seen me on the show about Tony Blair, and where I talked about how the former UK Labour Prime Minister, become businessman, uses private jets to do business. So we're talking about a former leftist politician, now turned businessman, using private jets as a business tool. The same thing Donald Trump did. So now what's going to happen now with the private jet industry now that Donald Trump is about to become the president of the United States? Well, one important thing, I think, as speed is the currency of the 21st century, we need to bring supersonic and hypersonic flight into the market. There's a number of projects out there, and some of you may have heard me or read some of my articles about this recently, but there's been a problem over the years, and one of the reasons why Concorde was retired and Concorde was kind of restricted is that supersonic flight, civilian supersonic flight, was not allowed over intercontinental United States. I believe Donald Trump will remove this law, okay, which will allow supersonic air travel, civilian supersonic air travel, to happen between New York and Los Angeles. This means you can depart London and go straight to Los Angeles with your supersonic or hypersonic private jet. This is going to make a tremendous difference in the business world, and it's also going to bring a lot of jobs to people as well. So just to sum it all up then, there's two things that we can learn from Donald Trump's win. One, social media marketing is really key. How you brand yourself, and with social media, you can interact. You can be a real person and interact with your clients, potential customers out there, and interact one-to-one with them and get feedback. And that allows you to change your service, improve your product, because you're getting real feedback from real people and they're talking to a real person. So social media is key. So social media plus the private jet equals success in the 21st century. That's all from Fabrizio Poli, Irish Wings TV. Remember to share this video and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you again on another episode soon. Thank you.